Right, it's the following enormous yet hot. On it's the following in May. It's the following position. The pup may be the location for anyone who's going no place petitions to God. Go out for him consistently. And us simply hoping everything turns out great for them. One of the most mind-blowing that we truly understand what happened, man. I was dazed in light of the fact that Janie's fit and pessimistic promulgation put out about me that his false fans are annoyed about the insight about the unexpected production of Jamie Foxx's well-being, and they are associating the contribution with Puff Daddy as the occasions paving the way to the sad event shout treachery. As of late news began spiraling, all once again virtual entertainment, how Jamie Foxx had an unexpected problem that landed him in the clinic. Yet that was all the clarification the general population was given. The vagueness of the circumstance most certainly set off our internal investigators, which implied that we needed to dig further for reality to be divulged. And allow me to let you know the insider facts that were uncovered may very well knock your socks off at first. There were sure suspicions about how James arrived in the clinic because of substance misuse. Yet that choice was before long precluded on the grounds that James has shrewdly kept his history clean. So it was profoundly unrealistic for everybody to accept he is a junkie or a break soon subsequently. Another arrangement of tales zoomed around as per a few sources. It was an arrangement hit because of which Jane got specific wounds on the face and neck, which are typically caused when an individual battles against opposition dissimilar to, on account of an unplanned fall. This is where the occurrence got connected to Diddy. Jamie and Diddy appear to have a couple of happening over Diddy's famous, the scandalous gatherings. Everything began when Jamie regurgitated a few terrible privileged insights about Diddy's gatherings. On video surfaced where Jane was seen discussing the humiliation he needed to go through at one of those gatherings. He put it on ill-advised exercises occurring around Deb was a canine thrills party before long turned into the main subject that Jane appeared to need to discuss. In another occurrence, he referenced how ludicrously rich Diddy's gatherings where that hinted Diddy was able to pay anything to hold the soil away from view, anything that it took. Yo Playboy, this party cost $1.5 million. Toss on like you are crazy. And I said, Puff, I'll set up you a party for $400. Yet what was the large mystery? That Diddy would have rather not been unveiled. Well, Diddy didn't coordinate ordinary social affairs, where individuals would get together, dance around, have a couple of beverages, and leave. Tales say that his parties elaborate him showcasing his most stunning dreams, incorporating participating in sketchy exercises with men, and in any event, driving them to share a few VIPs, separated from Jamie, have likewise uncovered in nuance the dishonest practices that circumvented. Numerous rappers appear to be terrified of engaging with Tune for this specific explanation. Jamie further referenced how could he was very clandestine about his social events and permitted no kind of recording, except for James continued to do precisely that. Had the unfortunate person known the radical results, he could have refrained. I said, yo Puff, yo, you must allow me to film this, the entire thing. We really want to report this Playboy. We should say Jamie unveiled excessively, and Diddy could do without individuals intruding in his business. He is known for taking care of individuals, or more like clearing their reality off of planet Earth. To keep the snags at least, though, it was very clear he'd fight back in some way. And it appeared to be that Diddy and Jamie got into this untold conflict that was simply restricted to and fro fights and chilly perspectives at first, until Jane felt free to impart that to the media too. He talked about Did disliking the way that Jane ventured to discuss his business via web-based entertainment. Evidently, it rankled Diddy, and everything unquestionably revolves around him. And I won't ever get he flew off the handle at me a smidgen. So every one of the people who figured this admission would destroy this cool conflict. The joke is on you in light of the fact that the quarrel finished with James arriving in the medical clinic. Fortunate for him, he got out with a couple of wounds. Diddy isn't exactly known to save individuals who cross him. I surmise we won't be aware, assuming that that is a sufficient admonition to hold Jamie away from Diddy. Yet it certainly reinforced the generally settled standing of Diddy as a crook and a beast. When the fans associated these stabs, there was a demeanor of fury and disturbance. Individuals accepted that Diddy being routine to depending on criminal ways is completely fit for hurting James. So every one of the resentful fans voiced out their determinations. An individual remarked so for this reason, James out of the blue got an unexpected issue. Another answered like simple they harmed him. Since we have no proof that harming was the strategy for decision to sideline James, how about we adhere to the explanation that it very well may be one of the numerous ways Diddy might have satisfied his motivation. The other one is now suggested before a beat-up on account of Diddy's goose. While certain fans who are as yet favoring Diddy deny these charges, and continued accepting that this may be an instance of chronic drug use that began an entire another fight between the console champions. Somebody remarked that is not drug utilized, he has wounds all around his face. One more added Jamie doesn't take tranquilizers. The rising claims that continued to heap against Diddy nearly constrained him to snap, and he denied these charges. Did he discuss this entire difficulty being tremendous misleading publicity to discolor his standing and cut him down? We won't have the foggiest idea about reality in a way that would sound natural to him. Without a doubt, yet the realities express that Diddy truly didn't require a plan to pollute his picture. He personally was finishing the work fine and dandy. Take the provocation case, for instance, that was documented by Diddy's ex-culinary specialist. She sued Diddy for driving her to perform unseemly demonstrations with Diddy's companions at his gathering. She guaranteed that she was outlined for burglary and terminated in the wake of griping about asking badgering and not being compensated for double time. The culinary specialist said she was routinely approached to serve nourishment for her chief and his companions promptly following genuine movement. Then the abrupt passing of Diddy's rivals, like Big Deal and Tupac not long before they went on a grudge against Diddy, is an unmistakable giveaway that Diddy doesn't endure gatecrashers. Surprisingly more terrible is the way that he has the absolute worst destiny available for them. So Jane actually needs to send up a little prayer of thanks. Even the fans will love to hear that Jamie Foxx is doing very fine. Now he is well ahead on the way of recuperation, which was affirmed by the foundation Grant Victor's girl Kareem Foxx, who gave an assertion on Instagram, uncovering that the entertainer is recuperating in the wake of confronting an unexpected problem. We needed to share that my dad, Jamie Foxx, encountered an unexpected issue yesterday, fortunately, because of speed.